EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, with how hard he just got in, he's lucky to be able to hold on to the ball. This team is extremely active.
He's got a target for the touchdown.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Nice first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the
Good
emphasis
pickup of yardage
this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, it's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down by a couple of yards. They get 5 there on 4th and 3.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And He's into the end zone.
Skull.
Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts.
And he's going to have to eat this one. As
They should have made a run pass. But no, they've messed up.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Man in motion, heading left. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the
Bears
25.
better pick it up. Minnesota's going to score again.
Coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
They'll put Addison in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And he's going to
Nice stop.
losing yardage here And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run straight ahead with Jones. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as
Chicago better do something with this. Oh, that's bad.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence
I would
in their
not want to
ability
be
to keep
a
plays
Bear
alive with
fan
their
right about
legs.
now.
That sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking them down and took him down for a loss.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is brought in. And he will go
Oh, that has to suck the Bears.
Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one is fielded in the end
Smart
zone,
move.
but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Bears
The
offense
question is,
ready to
can the
get
Bears
back
do
at it.
something with this?
They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's Torrey Taylor now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. Evan Byard, the veteran who's broken up a few passes in his day, gets to that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So we come upon halftime, and the Vikings on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one.
Coach, thank you. Back here on E. We count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need
Not
to
looking
see
good for the Bears.
Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Throwing is Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Bears send out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Andrew Billings from the interior there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Darnold. And this throw batted away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing, Darnold. He'll air it out down the middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with great.
They had good yardage right now. Come on.
In fact, as they start with a first down. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And no chance to turn and go. That one good.
I don't think the Bears are going to score.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he'll get forward to about the 42. Stephon Gilmore up to make the play. Here's a third down and 4. Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Darnold to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. 3rd down coming up. Darnold taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. Let's go. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just
So how about them Bears?
Fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Williams hit, and he loses the football.
Oh, he got lucky. He recovered the ball.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Jones. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Now Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
He finds the big tight end, that's Gerald Everett. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On third and a yard, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Stephon Gilmore there defensively to break it up. Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll go. It's Swift. And he's not going to get there.
Should have went for a field goal or a pass, you moron. Good job.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. They'll work now on second and 4. Now Jones. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. They'll go back to Jones on first down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the ground now with Jones. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone.
58-yard kick. Let's see. I'm going to try.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick.
Oh, nice.
And the Vikings open it up a bit further They now lead 20-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now.
Again, I say, how about them Bears?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. This one intercepted.
Intercepted.
Harrison Smith.
Boy, that's got to hurt.
A run. It's Jones. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On the handoff, Jones. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the give, it's Jones. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense. And
oh, look at this. It's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Big roll of the dice, trying the fake, but he's stopped short of the first down, and it's a turnover on downs.
I know, Mike. It's easy to sit here and second-guess all of these decisions, but I find myself leaning towards just take the points. And if you are that committed to going for it on 4th down...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And that's game.
Here? This is 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
Hey, give the Bears some credit for effort, right?
The Vikings. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.